How y'all doing today? It's your man Vass here with another episode of Beast of Sneaks, and today we got the Air Zoom Flight, the gloves, and these are set to release for $145, and they're going to come out October 5th. As you can see, you got the regular Nike box here, or you know, the end of the year's new Nike box anyway. There is nothing special about the paper and the inside or anything, just a regular little layout. However, the shoes are something special. Now, those of you know I grew up in Detroit. I'm a Detroit native, you know what I'm saying? And Gary Payton was always a thorn in our side, but I always liked the point guard position because that's what I played, and I also like to represent those who thrive themselves on their defense. And Gary Payton is one of the best defensive guards to grace the league, you know, in my opinion. And you had him, you had Mike Bibby and Doug Christie when they were together, and you had Lindsey Hunter. As far as the smaller guys, no defense were better than those, you know. So this shoe is definitely something special. Now, as you can see, you got the black and white colorway here with the big Nike on the side. There are a few differences in the shoe from the old ones from back in the day, but you know, that's to be expected. You know, a lot of times, if think about it, if you were to buy this shoe the exact same way it was years ago, it wouldn't last as long as the shoes do nowadays. So I wouldn't trip about the changes, and also the price is $145, so you wouldn't want the shoe to stay the same way it was back in the day and it to mess up real easy because they decided to keep it the original way, much like people complain about Jordans. Now I'm gonna unzip these here, which a lot of people used to wear it like this back in the day, and have it pulled over to the side with the jeans, or out this way, or just completely all the way down. Some people used to do that, but you can see the design there. White shoelace, red shoelace holders or loops, whatever you want to call them. And the inside there, let me see, let me pull this out for y'all really quick. As you can see in there, you got the Zoom Air Nike in red. And also on the back, you know, you have the Flight, which you were able to see, and then you have his logo there. So the shoe is just crazy once you get to really messing with it. If you wore shorts or something like that, you could rock them, figure out different ways to be able to show off all of those things. Also right here, you have articulation right there. On this side, you have exoskeletal. So that's just to, you know, show you guys a little different things. I remember back when these first came out a while back, people were finding things in the shoe that they didn't even know was there because they always used to wear them like this. They didn't really open them all the way up, but I mean, this is what you get, man. So actually, let me leave this one all the way unzipped. But this is a great shoe, man. You know, they're giving him a chance to debut his shoe to a whole new audience out there. For the most part, a lot of the guys who really will care for these shoes aren't going to have a clue that these are out, because a lot of those guys are like 42, 45, got kids, not even wearing gym shoes no more. So they're reintroducing these shoes to the new generation. You know, I call this the LeBron James era, and most of these kids have no clue, you know, what these are. Some of them don't even know who Gary Payton is. So that's just that, you know. And so as usual, you know how I do, show you guys some socks that you can rock with them. Regular base, you know, white and black joints that's not hard to find at all. Those will pop off perfect if you like in high school your color is black and white. You got that all day. It looks plain, but hey, it does the job. Then you got the red ones. If your team is also black and white still, or red and white, you can wear these. And if your team is just black and white, maybe add some red accessories, like how I got on this little Chicago Bulls rubber band that I wear usually. right here. You can add that to that or something. And the rubber bands, you can just look up on Google and find places that sell them. They don't really have them in stores too much anymore. And then you have the black and white base, which will basically keep that whole constant, mostly black with white feature theme going that's already in the shoe. So me, man, this is just a good, this is just great, man. Like, I wasn't expecting them to bring these out this year at all. I mean, honestly, I wasn't even thinking about the shoe at all, but I always, you know, whenever I think of Gary Payton, you say, damn, I wonder if they're gonna ever bring his shoe out. And now they did. And one thing I would have never expected, you know, you would never expect to see a bunch of Foamposites still on the shelves together. Now you're going to be able to see them with Penny Hardaway, which they are kind of from the same era, Gary Payton and Penny Hardaway. So you get to check that out like that. Boom. That's just legacy right there. You know, these aren't retro colorways or anything like that, but still, I mean, you can't go wrong. If you into the shoe game and you know, you see this, it's just one of those things you say, damn, Nike came a long way, and they're still able to bring shoes out from back in the day, put new ideas on them, and still make an impact in the community. Like I always say, man, shoes are a legacy type thing. It's an important part of, you know, urban culture, but man, don't ever risk your life, your freedom, or your way of living over a pair of shoes, man. By way of living, I mean don't ever go broke trying to keep up, man. You can't keep up with all of these shoes. You guys know I review a lot of shoes, but even I don't review everything that comes out. You know, I just stick to what I know will last for a long time, things that I actually want, and try not to have impulse purchases. Of course, everyone has impulse purchases, but try not to make majority of your spending that way. So, man, if y'all like what I'm doing, leave a thumbs up, thumbs down the video if you don't like it for some reason. I know I haven't been able to hit y'all videos like that, but like I said, man, I'm only reviewing stuff that I actually like and things that I would actually wear. I don't want to review stuff just to be reviewing it. So, you know, share this video, you know, subscribe if you aren't subscribed, go to my Instagram. I have a Facebook fan page if you're a Facebook type person. Y'all need to start hitting me on my Twitter too, man. Sorry, follow me on there, you know, holler at me on there. It's quicker to respond to some of y'all. So, once again, man, peace.